Welcome back to one more. I had to think about it for a second. Uh, at the bar with me, but this time a juice bar, uh, is my lovely, beautiful co-host Tommy.
Woohoo.
uh, I am sick.
I spiked my juice, don't worry.
Yeah, you have what are they called? Mojitos?
Mojitos? No, I just dumped vodka in the juice.
Yeah, isn't that a mojito? No,
The fuck if I know. The way to get fucked
screwdriver.
up.
Screwdriver. That's what it is.
Screwdriver is vodka and orange juice, which is pretty fire.
Yeah. Or what is it what's the thing that women over 50 drink when they go to have brunch and chat shit about their husbands? I shouldn't make
Uh,
generalizations like that, but I'm sick and I don't really care about people's feelings.
I don't know. It's you mix wine and orange juice though.
Wine and orange juice. I thought it was champagne
Yes.
and orange juice.
I mean, champagne's technically wine, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't fucking know.
We should have someone on the
Mimosa.
podcast.
Mimosa.
Mimosa. Yeah,
Think
not,
about it.
not a
We had those at a
mojito.
work party one time with actual alcohol in the morning.
Bottomless mimosas.
Yeah, the managers made us breakfast, and then they had fucking champagne bottles and orange juice and shit just laying out.
Was that when you worked in the caves?
No, that was the printer shop I worked at.
Oh.
They were
Tom,
great.
for those who don't know, Tommy used to work in the caves. So it is true, the children yearn for the mines.
Facts.
But that's not why I decided to have the podcast recording on a
No.
Wednesday. I believe it is.
Wednesday. Who the fuck records on a Wednesday?
People who are sick and have no recollection of time. That's who.
Wonder who that could be.
I don't know.
Just
No, I wanted to drag you in here and talk sports with you today because,
woot.
yeah, our favorite, our one fan, Christian, he said that
We have
this is the
3
most boring.
subscribers. Thank you.
Oh, well,
We
la
have
di da.
3 subscribers, 29 views.
29.
Yeah,
Wow.
and 6.4 hours of watch time.
That is a lot more than. To be fair, you're also the one that's tracking all that shit. I'm not.
You're just going with it.
Yeah.
Let's check our
Let's check the
RS.
statistics.
You can do sports.
Oh,
Start talking about your sports.
okay,
Yeah,
let's
being
let's talk about sports. So the Prime Card happened
Yes.
Sunday, Monday,
one of those days. Yeah.
one of them. Maybe it was
Logan
yes.
Paul couldn't knock Dylan Dennis out.
Yeah.
Shame.
So
Salt Poppy got knocked out though. That was surprising.
he was fighting Slim, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he was winning the fight, and then Slim caught him with one good shot, turned it around, and knocked him out.
Slim, I think we've talked about it before. Slim is honestly the most impressive creator turned boxer out of all.
I mean, I think he's up there with the same type of record as Jake Paul at this point, but he's not fighting notable people.
Podcast listeners, I'm sorry. Oh, now
What was that?
me blowing my nose. Now I can hear myself.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So, Slim has a really good fighting record, and what's funny is, or at least funny to me, when I was a kid, I say that, but I'm only 24. When I was a kid, I used to watch like the whole vlogging group that he was a part of, and then one of his friends, who is this YouTube celebrity that's also Muslim, who also had a boxing career going for them. was just not nearly as good as him. And it was hilarious because at the time he was the professional. And then Fusi decided to do his boxing thing. FusiTube decided to do his boxing
Before
thing.
he fell off the rails.
Yeah, before he fell off the rails completely and destroyed everything and everyone that he loved. When he decided to do his boxing thing, they did like a really shitty boxing event, like low quality camera. Everybody was pirating it. It did not go well. But Slim came out on top in that, and it genuinely impressed me because I saw him as like this twig of a guy that was just in the background, and now he's at the forefront. And Fusi is in the background, but just being really loud now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
so
just
back
crazy.
on to modern boxing matches.
Oh yeah, what were we talking? Oh yeah, the Prime Card. So. Oh fuck. The Prime Card.
You got a little distracted. It's fine.
Yeah. The Prime Card was disappointing as shit for everybody. Even the announcers were like, "Wow, this is garbage. This is actual hot garbage." They were talking mad shit. They were saying like, Tommy Fury is the professional here. I don't know why he's, floundering this fight. They were talking about how, all of the clinching and stuff is just, it's really disappointing to watch, and for DAZN to promote this when, there is zero chance of them making another one of these because of how badly it went. It's just
this is like the 7. No, they're in the doubles. Yeah, no, Misfits has done a bunch of cards with DAZN. This one hasn't been the worst.
Well, it was just the general outcome of the fight. Everybody wanted one thing to happen, but the other happened.
3 people walked out to the same music.
Yeah. Fucking Logan and Dennis was a complete letdown of a fight. KSI Fury was a complete letdown of the fight. Slim and Salt Poppy was really the only worthwhile fight to watch.
Yeah. No, the tag match was good too.
You think so?
Yeah, that was a good fight. I hated the outcome of it because it was definitely not a draw, but they called it as a draw.
Everything about that just went wrong. Everything about it.
Yeah.
And
I wanted to see Dylan Dennis get knocked out, but Logan Paul couldn't even knock out Dylan Dennis.
He responded. I don't know if it was before or after the fight, but he tweeted out, he's like, Logan's gonna go back home and fuck Nina real good. And, leave it to Dylan to just do some... I didn't know until going up to the fight and, like, trying to understand everything. Because, believe it or not, listeners, I don't know what I'm talking about as far as fighting is concerned.
Yeah.
I know I sound intelligent on the topic, but I'm not.
You got it from a fan's perspective.
Yeah, and then you have it from someone who's actually done this type of shit.
Yeah, wow.
Not on, like, their level, but,
No, but still.
Yeah. So, hold on, listeners. I'm getting stuff because I'm sick and I forgot things around clear across the room. Alright, so... wow, this is just a terrible episode already. Oh well.
Yeah, because you can't focus.
It's fine. I wanted to do it. I couldn't stop thinking about stuff. Now I can't focus on stuff. It's fine. So, I going into this fight, I was getting really prepared, and I was learning, like, okay, whose beef is from what and why. Why does Tommy want to fight KSI? Why does Dylan want to fight Logan? Why does Logan want to fight Dylan? What all has Dylan been saying? Believe me, that was a lot to read.
Yeah, you got a lot to catch up on there.
Yeah, and I learned a lot, and one of the things that I learned was that Dylan didn't really start out as, he's in Bellator, right?
Yes.
He started out as a trainer for Conor McGregor, and part of Conor McGregor's camp, for like fights and stuff. And
He is a jiu-jitsu world champion, so
yeah. So that's where he started, and then when he got into the world of fighting, uh, he he did really well for himself because when you're fighting who was at the time one of the best, I guess it kind of you pick up on some things. So
yeah.
he went into the boxing fight, I guess, having only the experience of what little camp he did, because when he got in the ring, he did not throw like any fucking punches. But
No, he threw like 9 punches in 6 rounds, but all of them fucking landed. So,
yeah, I mean, that's a good record, I guess.
if the fight would have gone on longer, I think Dylan would have fucked up Logan pretty good.
I don't know,
Not gonna
because
lie,
I mean,
Logan was gassed, bro. At the
yeah,
end of
but
it, Logan was gassed. Dylan was still going.
well, Logan's also like taller than me, and as you've put, hypothetically on steroids.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically on steroids, and is also like completely. I feel like he got to wait for Dylan Dennis, probably by doing like some sort of what's it called, dehydration, weight loss or whatever it is.
The dehydration clause. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weight cutting. You lose a bunch of water weight right before your fight.
Yeah, I feel like he did that because, if you see how he acts in camp, he doesn't have the whole run out of stamina effect as when he does in the ring. So I feel like there's something there that, I don't know, it made him tired faster. But
Yeah.
but anyway, when Dylan got in the ring, he threw 9 punches, landed 9, but only 9. I think the only experience with boxing he had before then was training Conor for the Mayweather fight, and I don't even know if he was part of that camp at all. So if he wasn't part of that, I don't know. He didn't have anything going into that. It was a mess.
I don't think Dylan would have been a part of that camp.
I mean, as someone to get beat the fuck out of just for the hell of it, maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, he had nothing going into that, and then he did the whole what was it? I think it was Usman. No, it was either Usman or it was Silva. It was Silva. He did the Silva move where he like got on his back and like said, walk into my hold.
Yeah.
And that, it got a laugh out of Logan. I saw that, but then he did it intentionally to like he got on his knees and like held Logan, and the ref had to break it, and Logan's security got in the ring. One of them got in hella early, and now Dylan has a chance to repeal the final say of the fight. And then the second time, Dylan chased after him as he was going back to his corner, and security and everybody and even Jake got in the fucking ring. And I saw the video over and over again. I had to rewatch this shit. It was so fucking funny. Uh, so Dylan is chasing with a fist up, like why I oughta type shit, chasing Logan into his corner, and Logan's like running a little bit. He's like, oh shit, yeah, let me get the fuck away from this guy. And security's all rushing in, and then you see out of fucking out of Logan's corner, Jake comes in the ring dressed in all the fucking pink that he possibly can, and he gets in the ring and he's just bouncing around. He's not fighting Dylan. He's not like pushing security off of anybody. Dude,
standing.
Yeah, he's just fucking there. He's like, yeah, I'm a part of it, man. I'm a part of it, man.
Yeah, no. My thing is, like, Logan, that just shows you Logan is not fighting, because Dylan Dennis was charging Logan after trying to do some illegal shit.
It's fucking...
Like, after the match. And he just runs away to his security. Like, bro, why didn't you fight?
Yeah, like, get the extra hits in. Fuck it.
Fuck it. You already won, so fuck it.
But that was just the most worthless fight I have ever seen. Like, the announcers...
That was the most entertaining part of that night.
Oh yeah, it was funny. It was funny, but it was not a good fight.
No. I mean, it wasn't the worst fight on the card, I will say that. But, I mean, you just gotta understand Dylan's strategy. Dylan actually went in there, and what he was doing was a form of boxing. It's not what I do. It's not what most people on the card do. And it's definitely not fun to watch. But he stood there, high guard, and waited till Logan was tired, then started hitting Logan.
Yeah. Yeah, he...
And what he said he was going to do the whole time, whole build up to the fight.
Oh, that's... That reminds me, at the same time, the KSI v Fury match, KSI had no guard, and that confused the shit out of me.
KSI was doing jumping jacks and boxing.
Bro, yeah, he was on his Muhammad Ali shit, just bouncing in the ring, wearing himself down, panting by the end of it, and like not... He was throwing like wild ass haymakers every now and then, and a hell of a lot of clinching. And you know, where was Tommy and all that? Where was the Fury?
Winning the fight?
I mean, yeah, he won the fight, but you see a guy with open guard, why the fuck aren't you swinging on him?
Because those haymakers, if one of those hits you, it's gonna put you down. So you just gotta be careful around them.
I feel like fighting KSI, you don't have to be very careful.
No. I mean, he'll catch you with an elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, oh man. He got 2 points. Tommy got 2 points deducted for back of the head hits. But I feel like...
I thought he only got 1 point deducted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was 1 point. It was 1 point. My bad.
Yeah.
It was... It was one call, be like, hey, knock this shit off. And then it was a point deduction. But I feel like I saw KSI hit him in the head too. Like, I don't know.
Hit him in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no, every time they would clinch, KSI would start to like hit the body, then go to hit him in the face, and just be smacking the back of his head.
Yeah. It's like, come on. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's a difference between hitting him in the side of the head and hitting him in the back of the head. Side of the head, you still probably shouldn't do.
Side of the head's fine. KSI actually appealed the fight, and then it got turned to a unanimous decision instead of a split decision.
Oh my god. So that pretty much means he made it worse, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Because it was a 1 point difference at first.
Yeah. He just caused himself to lose even worse.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not meant for the ring. He needs to step out.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like there's not any
I mean,
there's not any debating that.
I want to see him fight Jake Paul though.
Oh,
So interesting.
Jake Paul wants to fight him too. He said in the limousine after the fight, I saw it on Instagram. He said, "Yeah, it." Let me see if I can actually find it, and then I can just play it for the pod. Hopefully, without destroying people's ears at the same time.
You're gonna blow all of our eardrums out.
Fucking probably. But he said something along the lines of like, it just has to happen now.
Yeah.
It's hold on.
Do 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 do.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how to fucking find it anymore. But he was in a limousine, and he was talking about trying to find a way to make it happen because he said after that fight, Tommy didn't fight the same way that he fought with. Tommy didn't fight KSI the same way he fought me. He was fighting harder with me. Something was up. That fight, I don't feel like it went well for either of them. But all it shows to me is, he wanted to try and prove that he's better than me. But with the way of the fight, I think it just has to be him and I in a ring to just prove it all.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, yeah. Styles makes fights, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And both of them have a promotion thing. Like, he has MVP, and then KSI, he's part of Misfits. So, it would be...
It probably happened on MVP, because Jake Paul, more or less the A side now.
I mean, yeah.
KSI sells more, though, so who knows? But also, Jake Paul wanted to be like a professional bout, not a exhibition match.
Yeah.
6 rounds only.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Jake Paul fights are generally like, I believe he goes 8 rounds, which is like bare minimum for professional.
I mean, fuck it. If he can get KSI to quit pussyfooting around and then actually just take him on, professional match, 8-round minimum, maybe, I don't know, maybe like MVP gets promotion rights, Jake Paul is on A side, but Prime is one of the main promoters, so that he gets his brand out there. I mean, I know Logan would already, have his pockets in it because, Jake and Logan are like that, but,
Problem with that, I'm pretty sure Jake Paul still has Celsius as a sponsor, which is a Prime competitor.
I mean, for the sake
he
of...
did for his last fight. I don't know if it would be the same for this one.
I mean, for the sake of his brother, he'd probably do it.
You'd think, but in his last fight, they got into a heated argument because Logan wasn't allowed to bring Prime into the building, or he would have been escorted.
Damn.
Part of the contract.
Wow. I mean, hey,
Celsius don't fuck around, so.
But at the same time, Jake was at the Prime card wearing Prime merch. So.
Jake would probably just knock KSI out, not gonna lie. it wouldn't really be that interesting of a fight.
It'd be a badass fucking card, though.
Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, it'd be a big fucking sell. But
Yeah.
did you hear how much the Prime Card sold though? In pay-per-views,
I saw, but I don't remember.
1.3 million. I saw from one source.
Damn.
That's insane.
That is insane.
I was like, if that number is true, that's one of the biggest fights of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, that... Well, is it? Is that, like, factuals?
Yeah, 1.3 million.
Would that actually be one of the biggest?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's about what fucking Conor McGregor sells in his MMA fights.
Like, that's how much he
Huge.
sells... That's how much he sells
Like,
right about now, or, like, in his prime?
Yeah, like, I wouldn't, let's look it up. Let's look up biggest pay-per-view buys. Biggest.
Because I think Jake got one of the biggest pay-per-view buys as well. For him versus... I think for him versus Silva. Or maybe it was him versus Woodley. Maybe it was him versus Fury. I don't know. I'm going to continue eating my sandwich. But, while you're looking that up...
Yes, sorry.
No, you're good. One of the things that I saw, and I told you about, but I wanted to reiterate it on the pod, is post-fight, or maybe it was pre-fight, but still in the same vicinity. Deji is KSI's little brother, for those who don't know. Deji met Tyson Fury, and Tyson commended him and said that he was like a badass, and
fuck yeah, because he hopped in there with Floyd Mayweather and bloodied Floyd Mayweather, or blacked his eye. I'm not sure which he did, but he
blacked his eye.
Floyd.
He commended him on fighting Floyd and like actually landing a bunch, like a good amount of hits at least. Yeah. He did better than Logan in the Mayweather fights.
That's surprising. Logan's not a very good fighter.
Yeah, Logan just kept hugging him.
So, Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz, which was a huge UFC card, right? 1.5 pay-per-view. Well, 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. Just to put that into perspective for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so they sold it pretty good.
Sounds like it, yeah. Okay. So, to put it in a boxing perspective, what's one of the highest pay-per-view buys for boxing? Like,
the highest would be Pacquiao versus Mayweather, which got 4.6 million. But I mean, that fight was huge.
Yeah, I was in elementary school when that happened, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember when it was. I think it was like 2015. So.
Hey Google.
You were in that.
What time was Mayweather versus Pacquiao?
Here's what I found on the web.
Oh, that says January 27th, you dumb bitch. 2015. Okay, so we were we were in freshman year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would have known you by then, but I wouldn't have known you were into that sort of shit. I was still drawing Skyrim runes on your arm.
Facts. I still have that picture. pretty sure it's still on my Facebook.
I'm pretty sure I still don't know what it says.
It just says my name.
I don't know if it does or not.
Retranslated it. It
Oh.
says my name.
Okay. If you say so.
It says Potts, I believe.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because that's what I was calling you at that time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was crazy seeing one of the biggest, commend him. I thought that was really cool. And then, back to...
Like, the biggest.
Yeah, literally. One of the biggest. Massive guy.
Like, literally.
Yeah, and Deji was like absolutely gassed up. He's like hiding his face like a little girl. He's like, "Oh man, this is awesome."
Bro, we love Deji. Okay.
Facts, and we love Tyson because he's like an absolute gentle giant.
Fact.
Unless you get him in a ring, then well. then the gentle is not there anymore.
No.
But
he sings a song after he wins a fight, though. So fuck it. Jake Paul is rematching Diaz, apparently.
Really?
On December 15th. I believe so.
Is that like hypotheticalized or?
I'm looking at something on Twitter that says it.
Because he didn't post it to his Insta. Okay.
Yeah. Is it not on his story?
Let me see.
Because Jake Paul didn't post it on...
He's hanging out with his girl. And then he's just talking about... he's talking about stoppages in fights. Yeah, no. He didn't post about it. He did post on October 2nd that he really wants to fight Canelo still.
Mm-hmm.
So, I hope that happens.
Shit.
Bro, I hope it happens.
Please don't fight Canelo.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I know that Canelo... I know that Canelo is like, a legend. But, I mean,
Canelo fought a world champion boxer, right? In one of his last fights. And literally broke his face. Like, that bone that's right under your, basically your cheekbone, right under your eye?
Yeah.
Canelo broke that on something. Orbital bone, that's what it's called. Your orbital bone. Yeah, Canelo broke that on one of his last fights.
But Jake is the problem child.
But Canelo would knock Jake the fuck out. And if not knock Jake out, he would just literally dodge everything. Like, Jake would not land a hit.
I mean, we'll see.
I hope it is Canelo, because I might actually buy that fight if it was.
Well, he wants to fight him in the Las Vegas Sphere. So...
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Logan fought Floyd, and one day I will fight Canelo and show the world why I'm the greatest sports story ever. See you soon, Saul. Manifestation is real.
It could be Canelo.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
I am imagining. I think it would be awesome. But I don't think that that's going to be the December fight. At all. No chance.
Christmas present for everyone.
Nah. Canelo would not do it that close to Christmas and it not be like an exhibition or nothing. Like, I know Jake would want it on his record. I know for a fact he would. He would not want to do exhibition with that guy. He would want to have it.
He might with Canelo.
Nah, I know.
I don't know if Canelo would do an exhibition like him. He's so just boxing purist. I don't know if he would do an exhibition.
I think that if they did it, it would be like way down the line, and it would be announced but then not done until that time, so that way they have a bunch of training ahead of time. And I think that Jake would want it written into his fucking record saying, I beat a legend. I am better than my brother. I beat a fucking legend. And I broke him. Me. The fucking Disney kid.
Yeah, I missed all that because I accidentally closed out of Discord.
Okay. I was saying that he would totally have it written in his record. It would not be an exhibition.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What? You're good.
You hear that shit?
Hear your dogs, yeah.
Damn. Loud asses.
Fucking dickheads.
Fucking for real. Anyway, as I was saying, loud motherfuckers. Jake would not let that shit be an exhibition match. He would want it in his fucking record. He would say, nah, man. I am better than my brother. I'm gonna beat a legend. I'm gonna have it written down in boxing history. The Disney kid beat the fucking, beat Canelo Alvarez and fucked him up good. Yeah.
Just imagine.
I'm imagining it.
Jake Paul actually beat Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
How much that would break the internet. Jake Paul couldn't beat Tommy Fury, but he comes back, fights Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
And beats Canelo. That would be fucking insane. I just don't see it happening. Ever.
That man manifests everything. And it happens.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. He had a vision board in like 2020, I think it was. I don't know if it's still on his Insta at all. Because, so long ago. And that dude, like, deletes shit when it's irrelevant to him. But, he had a vision board where he was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And,
fighting Conor McGregor was on it, but he was like, nah.
Yeah, he wanted to fight Conor McGregor. He wanted to meet Donald Trump and talk about like how the world is, and all this sort of shit. Here it is. Yeah, FaceTime Donald Trump. Bieber performed at his fight. He DM'd Drake. He sold 1.5 million pay-per-view, top 10 ever. He shut down UFC 261. Almost fought Daniel Cormier. Cormier?
Cormier.
Yeah. Brought his idol, Lil Wayne, on stage. Knocked out Ben Askren in the first round. He took shots with Snoop Dogg. Took 1 mil from Dana White. Kamaru Usman became his fan. He had a mosh pit with Tyga, and he moved to Puerto Rico. And this was in 2021. Like, that dude manifests some wild shit. Like, he gets things done. Yeah, the top 10 boxing pay-per-views, McGregor, Pacquiao, both versus Mayweather. De La Hoya versus Mayweather. Mayweather versus Alvarez. Holyfield versus Tyson 2. Lennox Lewis versus Tyson. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. Tyson versus Holyfield. Tyson versus McNeely. Mayweather versus Cotto. and Paul versus Askren. Like, he is fucking up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if he... I mean, they're both... Canelo and him are in the top 10s. You know, it's only a matter of time before, you know... I think he should fight De La Hoya.
You know, I can see that. More than I can see Canelo.
The golden boy.
I think Jake should fight Mayweather. To prove he's better than his brother.
No, he doesn't want the exhibition.
I feel like Jake would be fine with an exhibition, though.
With Mayweather? Like... No, not until Logan gets his money.
Oh yeah, forgot Mayweather.
He wants his purse.
Yeah, I don't know why he put Mayweather in charge of the money.
Honestly, you can't put Logan in charge of the money either because he's also a scammer. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't put Dylan in front of the money either. He's also a scammer.
Yeah. I don't know how Logan didn't knock Dylan Dennis out. He didn't even really want to knock him out. That's the thing. Like, he didn't really try to knock him out either.
I mean, he did tell him he forgives him.
Yeah. Which, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then, I mean, he might have been a little bit scared. Dylan had a pretty good throwing arm. He popped him in the face with that fucking mic.
Bro, that mic cut him open bad.
Speaking of
that bad. It just kind of scraped his face, but faces bleed a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of cuts, that gives me a perfect slide into the next thing I was going to talk about, which is
What's that?
The UFC. So
UFC.
Yes. Excuse me. I learned recently that my boy, Volkanovski, lost against Islam. He lost, excuse me.
It's not surprising, but I just didn't know that happened.
UFC 284. Which was February 11th.
I wasn't paying attention to UFC about that time.
Yeah.
I hardly pay attention to UFC. I know they got a big card coming up.
Oh, they do. Yes.
294, I believe.
Yeah, and that's where I'm leading. Yeah, that's where I'm leading.
Nice.
So, my man Alexander Volkanovski, which we talked about him before when we talked about Israel Adesanya and the biggest letdown of my fighting interest career, which has only spanned this year, really. And specifically Adesanya, since his impulsive episode, I really didn't give a shit about him before that. So he let me down against Strickland. But Volkanovski won that fight that time. And it made me happy. And I'm like, fuck yeah, the little dude from Australia is out here, fucking shit up. And so in February, he lost against Islam Makhachev. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Makhachev. Who I believe is from Dagestan.
Probably.
Yeah. He's from Dagestan, and he is he's proficient in the fighting style of something. Not sumo. The Russian version of jujitsu.
Yeah, well, he trains with Habib, so.
Russian jujitsu. Sambo. It's Russian jujitsu. So, anyway, the UFC has rules that are specifically regulated around jujitsu and stuff like that. Sambo is, I guess, just outside of that, so there's a lot of things that he can do to really fuck you up, and it's legal. I don't know. I don't know all the specifics, but apparently Sambo is scary. We don't like Sambo. So, Volkanovski is about to fight him again at 294, because what had happened was his Islam was going to be fighting other guy by the name of let me see the Oliveira.
That would have been a good ass fight.
Charles Oliveira. Okay.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to really go at it, but Charles Oliveira decided to do training without headgear, and he got his face cut right through the middle of his, I believe, right eyebrow, down to the bone. And you could see skull in the pictures that they, of course, took. And yeah. So he's not a. So he can't fight on that card. So they decided to give it to Volkanovski. He was offered, and that little powerful bastard picked it up. He's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do this. I want my revenge. And so it's gonna be Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev. Makhachev 2.
Yeah.
And apparently he's been training with this jiu-jitsu guy, which here I have a video here that has been telling me the stuff.
Good morning. Most of you watching this.
Okay.
So he's out. I think the exact surgery was secret juice removal therapy. I don't know. The man they decided to replace him with is a fucking titan. Meet Kamaru Usman. Now, I could sit here and try to explain to you why this man is a monster, but I'd have to explain a lot more names. I'm just going to leave it at they call him the Nigerian Nightmare.
That's not
and
what I
he's
wanted.
beat.
They're talking about
He's
Usman
not
there.
Russian. He's got no sambo. He's not Brazilian. What they didn't account for was Craig Jones. Craig Jones is an
Yeah. Volkanovski has been training with Craig Jones.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
Well, let's see. Craig Jones. He's an Australian grappler and black belt Brazilian jiu-jitsu competitor and coach. Hello? 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 Oh my god, this is not going well. Oh, audio listeners, Tommy is muted.
It, again, accidentally closed out of Discord, trying to close out of Chrome.
Oh my goodness. You don't have to open Chrome. I've been giving you the Google stuff.
Yeah, but I was Googling other things.
Oh, okay. Did you hear anything I said?
I heard Usman and then gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you know who Kamaru Usman is?
I know who Usman is. Yeah.
Okay, well, he's fighting, he's fighting Kazmat.
Okay.
I guess on the same card.
Yeah.
But Volkanovski is being trained by Craig Jones, which is an Australian grappler and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt competitor and coach. And he is an IBJJF World No-Gi Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion as a purple belt. He's also a 2-time ADCC Submission Wrestling World Championship silver medalist and a 3-time Polaris Pro Grappling champion.
So he's pretty damn good.
He's one of the best out of his area, which is Australia, and that's also where Volkanovski's from. So he's been in Volkanovski's camp ahead of this fight, which is coming up really fucking soon. And by real fucking soon, the 21st. So he has not that much camp at all, but he has, Craig Jones in there teaching him all the shit he knows to fight this Sambo Dagestan guy, which is pretty fucking wild. I think, personally, he's going to get his revenge on him. I have a lot of faith in Volkanovski. I think that this guy is fucking crazy. What is also amazing and hilarious about this is that Volkanovski and Islam are in very different weight classes. Very.
Volkanovski fight at?
Volkanovski fights at current let's see, Tale of the no, not that one. Let's see. Give me a minute here. He's currently the featherweight champ, and Islam is currently the lightweight champ. So
I mean, that's not too big of a difference.
No, but Volkanovski wants both of the titles. And that's what he's doing it for, is he's going to take the second title. So
That'd be some shit.
He wants that shit. He wants the smoke. He wants to that's what he fought him before for. Is he fought Islam to take the lightweight title so that he can be a 2-title holder and fight in both divisions. So this is his second chance. He's gonna fight him and try to take the fucking title and fight in 2 divisions because he's a stubborn fucking Aussie.
I'm pretty sure in their first fight, didn't he drop him? Then Volkanovski dropped the Makhachev.
No, he lost that fight.
I know he lost the fight, but I'm pretty sure he rocked Islam.
Oh,
and then, like, Islam dropped.
Well, let's find out, shall we? Let's see here. 294. No, it's 284. It was a narrow win. Yeah, he's a Dagestan Russian. It was 48-47, 48-47, 49-46. Let's get into the specifics, shall we? Oh damn, that guy has a cool tattoo. That's unrelated. I don't know how to give you the stats, bitch. Okay, so blue, that's him. see. Makachev. I'm just gonna call him Islam. Had 4 takedowns. Volkanovski had 0. But Volkanovski led in strikes at 164 to 95. He knocked him. He had a knockdown.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but it was a unanimous decision. 5-round fight. I don't know what a SIG strike is. At all. SIG strike. Let's translate that, shall we? Significant strike. Okay. So there's strikes and then there's significant ones. Volkanovski led in that as well. Obviously, having more strikes, he had more significant ones as well. 70 to 57.
What the fuck's going on with your dogs?
Bro, so I'm assuming, are they still? They're still going off, I'm supposing. I have.
Not anymore. They were for a split second. But not anymore.
Did my dad yell at them or something?
Yes.
Yeah, so Millie, one of the puppies, doesn't like my dad at all.
Oh.
Yeah, hates him with a passion.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. Basically, like, when my mom is in the room, she wants nothing to do with him, but when she's not in the room, she wants to hang out with him exclusively.
What the fuck?
Yeah. She's a moody bitch, only based on the people she's around. She's like the mean girls. You get them singled off alone, and they're actually quite nice. But if they're in the group, they're a flock of geese, and they're hissing.
That's so fucking accurate.
Yeah. So, it's a weird relationship they have, but she's leaving the house at some point. I have her up on Facebook for anyone that wants her.
You're looking for a dog. Hit Benny up on Facebook.
She comes with Mackie Mans, her brother, who is very nice and doesn't bark at anyone. He just cries.
Just cries
Loudly.
all the time.
Not all the time.
Well,
just
package deal. You can get Colson too. Who has
yeah,
seizures.
yeah. It's a whole island of misfit toys here, but yeah. So Islam was gonna fight Oliveira. Oliveira cut his whole fucking head open, exposing bone. Not his whole fucking head, just his face. Cut his face open, exposed bone. They said, "Oh no, he can't fight. This is bad." Volkanovski said, "I'll take the fight. I want that fucking title. I want to fight in both divisions." So he's going to do it. He has very little camp to go off of, but he has Craig Jones in his camp for as much time as he has. And Kamaru Usman is going to be fighting against Kazmat on the card as well. So that's going to be fun because he is the Nigerian Nightmare, and it's awesome.
It's always great to see him fight.
Yes, it is. It is going to be the most exhilarating fight, just hands down.
It's going to be an amazing fight.
For real. I definitely want to buy tickets. Or not tickets, but a pay-per-view. Because I'm not going to...
UFC pay-per-views are like $80 though.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous.
I'm going to yar that fucking thing.
Yar?
Yeah.
Don't get a computer virus now.
Oh, never would I do that. No, I'm gonna do it the same way I did the Adesanya fight and just go to TikTok.
Go to TikTok.
Yeah, that's where I watched his. Oh man,
That's wild.
bro! Someone was recording their screen and they were like, "Yeah, I have money on Strickland," and then they started saying some racist shit. But I just turned the volume off and watched the fight. The funny thing is, it was St. Patrick's Day when I saw Volkanovski fight for the first time. But
yeah?
it wasn't. Yeah, but it wasn't until the Strickland fight that I saw Adesanya fight for the first time. Yeah, I saw Volkanovski fight on St. Patrick's Day. Village Inn was playing the UFC fight. So I was watching. So I was watching UFC while eating a fucking omelet.
Inn, out of all places.
Village Inn.
Village fucking Inn, out of all places.
Yeah. So it was interesting. Oh man.
What do I want for dinner, Benny? I know I'm off topic.
You want wings. That's what you want. You want wings, etc.
No, we don't have a wings, etc. out here.
Oh, Wingstop.
No, if I'm gonna get wings, it's just wings.
I've never had them.
They're inside Chili's. You can only order them on DoorDash.
Oh, get them.
Yes, sir. I'm debating it. It's like $13 for some wings, but I go get some wings,
Yeah,
and then we can record another episode.
do it.
Do it.
Who do you have on the Islam versus Volkanovski fight? I mean, one had camp, one didn't have camp. So like,
I'm gonna go with Volkanovski.
the odds are in his favor. It's
They
a
are.
yeah, it's a minus 340 for Islam and a plus 270 for Volkanovski.
He's got the fucking dog in him to not have a camp. And as much as Islam had a camp, it's not like he fully trained his camp for Volkanovski.
No, he trained it for
Yeah.
Oliveira.
He wasn't, which is completely different fighting style.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I mean, Oliveira is jiu-jitsu, and Volkanovski is, hypothetically, if Craig Jones is in his camp at all, he's learning jiu-jitsu. But
yeah, but Oliveira doesn't really strike much.
True. Oliveira's ugly looking. Can I just say that? He's fucking ugly.
He's a badass though.
Yeah, but he's ugly.
All right.
Yeah. Black
My
belt,
wing
3rd
order
degree.
has been placed. How long are we into this episode?
Oh, we're in hour 3. We can stop it.
Okay. I'm gonna go get wings.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go get some alcohol.
All right.
All right.
And when you get back, we will.
continue.
Yeah, we will continue that.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
It has been an episode of One More. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Do what you gotta do.
Get my dogs, please. I don't want them. Please. I'm on Facebook.
You want me to hit them with the signature outro?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching One More with Benny and Tommy. Like, subscribe, comment, do what you do, and that's all from me. Bye-bye.